I just can't get into it. I was like, some things I noticed about myself was like I cannot have things that too many steps, way too many steps.
I feel you.
The makeup, when it takes that long, I can't do it. I can't keep up with it. The girl at my job, that I was saying we should do the photo shoot with, she used to wake up every day and do that.
I've been seeing some girls at work that,
and I'm like, why?
They come in makeup.
I don't want to ask her every day, like, how do you get up and do that? Like, what do you do every day? And she was like,
it's only hard because it's a warehouse. Now, if you was in a different setting, like a corporate setting,
but no,
there is a basic foundation. I followed a girl, Molly Magic. She got like a little, I don't think it's an e-course, like a PDF of basic makeup, like just something that you just throw on, just to look presentable every day.
I was gonna do a basic bitch makeup TikTok.
Goddamn head fell off
already.
Basic bitch.
That's what
no, but what's crazy is it's like your basic bitch playlist went crazy. It's a lot of basic bitches out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That need help. How to be basic but good.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not saying basic like I'm a bum. It's just like, for girls, we don't really get into all the extraness and stuff. It's like, boom.
I'm basic. I'm a basic nigga. Lucky Brand jeans, shit like that. Don't hit me with none of that DR Balenciaga shit. I don't want none of that shit. Even if I had money, I don't know. If I had money, I might. You know how I get down. But I don't want none of that shit, bro. I want basic shit. I'm going to the motherfucking outlets where the shit is 60% off, but brand new. Going to Lucky Brand, Nike, True Religion, Nordstrom Rack. That's it. I can shop in that bitch for the rest of my life, probably.
Not for the rest of your life.
I don't need none of that designer shit. See, the thing about it, like you told me before, is like you need a color palette. Once you get a color palette, you could be basic all you want. You're still gonna be fly.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling.
You know what I'm saying? But like, this off topic. But I was like, since we on a parent track, and you know what I'm saying, one of the things that I always wanted to do, but I don't think I have the heart to do it, is be a deadbeat. Give me 6 months of being a deadbeat. Listen, I'm not buying no clothes. I'm not buying no food. I don't want to talk to no kids. Period. I want to know what that experience is like, being a deadbeat. Like, just people just like, listen, I ain't talked to my kids in 3 years, dick. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
It's crazy.
I think that's crazy, like, when dads do it. But then sometimes when I hear moms do it, I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I just can't imagine having my kids just out in the world and I just be out, you know, in Miami. I'm on a boat. And my kids just like, I don't know. I haven't seen my mom in a while.
Right. I always want to know what it's like, man. Will my life be different if I was a deadbeat? Like, if I just turned up and just like,
fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Listen, it's all about me. I'm going to get this shit right. I'll try to double back once I get situated. But right now, listen, I'm not taking y'all to school. I don't care about y'all field trips. I'm not even phoning to check in on y'all niggas. There's a lot of people that don't even like, they can, like, it put in perspective for me when I asked Jordan, our 10-year-old daughter, I was like, Jordan, do I curse too much? And she was like, no, Dad, you wouldn't be you if you didn't. Like, just think about it's parents that the kids don't know who you are. The kids don't know who you are. They don't know whether to say that's your personality. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could send Jordan to the store and she'll probably pick out something that I actually like. But you know me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one of my things that
you be like, well,
it just crossed my mind sometimes, like, damn, what it's like to like be a deadbeat. Just be outside. I don't think I could even do it if somebody even gave me an opportunity. So I say I don't got the heart to do it. I don't got the heart to do it because I care too much about my kids. But it's people out here like, man, I'm chasing my careers. I'm this, that, and the third. Who?
People don't even be chasing no careers. They just be.
They damn sure don't.
Chasing life. Like, just.
They think they be chasing careers.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I just think they be like, kids be cramping their style. So they just be like, no.
Right. I feel you.
I'm gonna just fall back from y'all. Falling back from your kids sound crazy.
It is crazy. It don't sound crazy. I'm gonna just fall back. Listen, if I get rich, I got some cash for you. Like, I could see if you grew up and you didn't, cultivate the relationship with your kids, and they grow up hating you. So it's kind of hard. Like, now you getting on my nerves. It's kind of hard to have a relationship. Like 50 Cent and his son. to where it's like 50 Cent went out. I mean, 50 Cent's son went out and did some shit with 50 Cent ops. Like, I think the people that, I don't know if it's the people that try to kill him or whatever the case may be, but it's like, man, why would you go do that? It's like, now you bugging and stuff like that. But little kids, it's like, nah, bro, I can't just have you out here looking crazy, like just by yourself.
Just by yourself.
Coming from a person that knows what it's like to not have his dad because my pop passed, it's like, bro, it's a lot of shit that you gotta contribute to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the single mothers out there because I don't see how y'all do it.
I'll be saying
if I was a single pop, I might have had a nervous breakdown.
I'll be thinking that, like,
taking my kids to school and picking them up and working, just that alone.
Just by itself. That's it.
Not including clothes shopping, food shopping, making sure they ate, making sure they, you know what I'm saying?
And all the extra.
Make sure they took them to the dentist, all type of stuff like that. Shit.
I'll be thinking that, like, when I see some of my friends that, like, I'm in my millennial mothers group. No, y'all can't join because it's closed off because you bitches be weird. But
what make them weird?
It was just like, it just started being drama in the group. Like, random.
Drama like what?
Like, I don't know. People going back and telling people, like, if we in there, like, if a girl is in there and she's maybe venting about something or whatever, it will get back to somebody, get back to her baby dad, get back to her family or something. It's like, how did they get back to them? And this is a closed off group that's only supposed to be like super tight knit.
I feel you.
And it's like,
should it get back to the baby dad though?
No.
Like, if you venting, maybe you need to be telling your baby dad this.
No. It'll be like they might be venting like they're trying to get their baby dad to, yo, the baby dad's a bum. He don't be picking up his kid. Always making excuses. And I'm just like getting stressed out about this, that, and third. Just like I'm not even bashing you. I'm just like talking. And then they'd be like, oh, you know, yeah, baby mom, she said that you don't never pick the kids up and da-da-da-da. And it's like, now you're making the shit more like, now you're making it more stressful for that person and shit like that. So the girl who made it, Tia, she just started, you know what? You were just done. Like, the group is closed. Don't add no more girl. Like, because it would be like, for example, if I wanted to add one of my friends or something like that, it would be like, oh, this person was suggested by this person. Oh, yeah, you can come in. Now she done close the shit off. It's like, I don't never see no new people in there no more. Because she was just like, you know, who's in here?
Baby mamas be a little weird too. They probably trying to nail the baby pop. So that's what I'm saying. They might be dirty macking or whatever it is, but I'm like, that's weird.
So yeah, she didn't close it off now. I don't be no drama in there now. The girl just whatever they want to talk about, they talk about. But that's how I was like, social media then ruined a lot of shit. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You know, we came up off of the this is a little bit off topic, but we came up off of the Martin era to where it's like, that's how I grew up in my household, to where it was like girlfriends and boyfriends, like we all was one friend group. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even if we wasn't the best of friends, it was still like,
you know,
I feel as though I have a relationship like Martin and Pam with me and Precious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's not as far as Martin be saying.
Like, they take it
too far. That should be funny, you know? But that's how I grew up. And it's like, to now it's like, people don't bring their girls around. Girls don't bring their boyfriends around. It's like, it's all separate. Like, it's like relationships are sneaky links at this point.
Relationships are sneaky links.
Like, it's kind of crazy to where it's like, that's why, like, I don't know if my friends look at it like, but I bring you around a lot of places when we doing stuff. But it'd be like, that's how I grew up. That's how it literally was in my household. Yeah. With my sisters and her husbands and stuff like that. It was like, we'll bid, we'll work together, we'll jerk together, or we're going out together, we're going to Red Lobster together, shit like that. It was the whole friend group. But now it's like, no, I'm going to keep all of it separate. My girl, because my girl might try to fuck you. It's kind of crazy. Energy. Like, I keep you away from this person because I don't want this person. I don't want it to get awkward. Why would it ever get awkward? But I do think that in friend groups, the friend, let's say for me, for example, my friend can't be too friendly with you. It has to be a level of disrespect somewhere.
A level of respect.
Respect and disrespect. To keep it separate. Like, my friends have to bid on you to an extent.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So a point where it's like, man, what y'all so fucking friendly for? A motherfucker might say that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, well, I'm just like, oh,
why you so Joe? Shit like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that's when you look at Martin, even though it was a TV show, that's what separated the shit.
Yeah.
And you see the dynamic change when Pam started dating Tommy. It's like, all right, you gotta slow down, but we all still friends for real. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see those type of relationships.
Yeah, the dynamic of that no more.
No more. It's like everybody keep it separate. And I think social media is a big part of that because it's like, nigga, why you liking my girl pics? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even follow my homie's girl for real. Unless we was like, we grew up type shit.
Right. Okay, I get that.
I don't need to follow your girl, but I'm like, damn, how did it get like that? You know what I'm saying?
I think social media has to do with that because like how you're saying you wouldn't follow the girl, I wouldn't mind like if I met somebody like, let's say like Drew's girl, if I met her, I would follow her. If I knew her Instagram and stuff, it's like, sure, or whatever, no problem. But the difference with the dudes is that dudes be a little in the tuck with it. Like
dirty macking.
Yeah,
that's
like they just be waiting and shit like that. Like I heard that on, I forget what podcast I was watching, but they be basically like waiting. Like they were saying like dudes will wait for a minute. Like they might play being cool with you.
Friend zone.
Like friend zone. Like, oh yeah, that's my friend or whatever. But then as soon as the opportunity, I jump in there. It's like, then we not friends like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because I'll be thinking of like, if I'm cool with you, I don't even look at you in that way. Like, if we stop talking, it's like, certain people, I'll be like, if you start trying to talk to me, I'll be like, you're being weird right now.
Shit happens, man. We ain't even intro the pod.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Intro the pod, man.
Welcome to the first episode of the Parent Trap Pod, where parents get active too, and you might hear my kids in the back. So basically, what this pod is just two parents just pieing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'll be feeling like, I don't know, we don't really see this dynamic a lot.
At all.
I feel like.
At all.
You don't see the dynamic of like two parents that talk. But we're really just going to be talking about the same shit everybody be talking about. But sometimes I feel like there's certain topics that we could touch on as far as being parents. That's like, okay, I can give you a different perspective on it because I'm a parent. Like I have some way I feel about that or whatever. Which I mean, some people that comment and do stuff is like they be parents too, but that's not the premise.
That's not the perspective they're giving. They're giving the perspective of themselves, just
in general. But I'll be thinking, nah, if I'm a parent, like, nah, I think this, I think that. No, I've been through this, I've been through that, or whatever. So that's really the whole premise. But we still gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in the world, entertainment, you know, whatever the case.
Tilt your mic up a little bit.
Boom.
A little bit more.
There we go. Audio, man.
Just put it in your mouth. It's like, no.
Hey. Okay.
What we got first? Do you want to attack the board or do you got something else?
No, I don't know. What you want to start with? Anything? I told you to write something down, but you didn't write nothing.
I didn't write nothing down. Maybe it's in my notes. Let me see.
I'm going to say, you be having this notes.
I do got the sick of the week. Whoa, what the hell? This shit homegirl too.
Talking about that's my homegirl. I thought it was really gonna be somebody I knew. That's Mimi from Love and Hip Hop. She funny as hell.
She definitely is funny. Let me see. I was gonna talk to you about what got me on the chokehold on Instagram.
What?
Motherfucking, don't you know when they be like comment session shots for me to send you the info? My DMs go crazy. I comment every single time.
What are you talking about?
They be like, comment ready for me to send you the guy.
You be commenting that?
Yes.
Yo.
Bro, but what's crazy is
you fall a victim.
I'm not a victim. As far as in a videographer and video editor, I got mad free effects, mad free overlays, mad free templates. I got like a whole hard drive full of this shit. just by commenting whatever the fuck they say comment, and they send me the shit, I download it for free. I already know the funnel. Y'all trying to get me to buy some shit? No, I just want my free shit. Take my email so I can unsubscribe later, and just give me my film burns, give me my overlays, give me my effects. I just did it like 10 minutes ago. I can show you the deal. That's why I said it got me in a chokehold every time. I see it when people like,
you know what?
Comment
you know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like some things age you. That might be something that ages you, like for our demo. Like,
do you think so? Because it'd be like mad thousands of comments.
No, listen. I'm saying that for our age, that might be the thing that people do. Like, so you could tell people that's commenting this, they might be in this age range, right? I'll be saying like for certain age ranges, if I get something, I'll be like, you on your old lady shit or your old man shit. Right. Because like, sir, like my aunt, she'll send me stuff, you know, they be like, send this. Be tweaking. You know, she'll be like, send this to a
No, that's not.
No, listen here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, send this to a female who you said she's a bad bitch or you know what I'm saying, she's doing good and you see her and send this to them, and then she sends it to me. And it be positivity. Right. But I'll be like,
it's a trick.
Bro, it's a trick. Like they just telling you to send it to you.
You could just text me that.
They getting you to send it because it looks like engagement on their shit. So you're sending it because you're like, oh, that's like my niece. Oh, that's like my daughter and my aunt and my cousin. I'm gonna send it to them. But it just be like generic. But the message is generic. So when I be seeing it, I'll be like, okay, they got you. But I feel like only people that are a little older, like 40 plus, do that.
Right, true.
So that's when I see it. I'm like, they got you again. They got you again.
Got your ass. Like shit, look, free ebook type shit. I downloaded it and everything. I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Damn.
But now they just gonna be like, now they're gonna hope you may forget to unsubscribe. They're gonna send you other stuff because I actually they got me the one time. The shit where it'd be like, oh, join it was like a something about like a tax lien something where they show you how to find houses that might be in foreclosure or something, how to do some shit or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I was thinking about that. Let me do it. Man, they've been texting my ass every motherfucking day talking about, oh, don't forget this shit is coming up. This is coming up. So you
signed up with your number? Oh, no, I'm not.
I don't know if it was my number.
I'm not doing a phone number. You get the email, and I got a dummy email for that. I got an email to where
they got me.
That email is straight for promotions, free shit, all type of stuff like that.
They've been texting me crazy.
Not getting my number.
Text after text. Hi, Shannon. This is Rachel from Tax Lien Wealth Builders. Touching base to confirm your attendance for the live event in Fort Worth tomorrow. Blah 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 blah. I never responded because at the time when maybe I did it 2 weeks ago or something, and I was like, oh, I might try to go to it maybe if I'm not at work or something. And I was. So they kept saying I just didn't reply. They said, oh, you missed it. Then it's like, now they keep texting me like, hey, this is so-and-so from Tax Lien Wealth Builders. This free event is going to be jam-packed. Da-da-da. Learn this, learn that. And they just texting me and I'm like,
you bugging.
Bro, I just was trying to get like confirmed that I was gonna come, but like I didn't come. Now fucking leave me alone. I didn't go.
They locked your ass in.
But it's other people that will get reminded and stuff like that. So it's like, of course, it's not gonna work on every person, but it's like some people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I did miss it. Oh, let me try to get back to it. Let me do it. So it's like, I get it. It's a tactic, but leave me the hell alone.
Get the fuck on.
They be blowing minds. But anyway,
what you want to start with?
Maybe some coonery.
Coonery? Okay.
I'm gonna start with some coonery just to keep it light, right? Okay. First, I'm gonna start with a little bit of parent stuff. I was on Facebook. Okay, I can tell my age now because I've done gravitated away from Instagram and back to Facebook.
Gotcha.
And Facebook used to be like, first, you know how we was on Facebook, we was on MySpace, then it went to Facebook, and then we went to Instagram. But now Instagram is just like, I don't know. I just feel like I just be scrolling and I don't be seeing nothing.
It's highlight reels.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to I was talking to Dries about that. And he sent me something. And I was like, I don't really see the point of it. Like just the content. It's called retention editing. In the editor community. So retention editing. It's not really like,
oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not impactful. It's not knowledgeable. It's just basically like flashing lights to get your attention. But it don't really mean nothing.
That's the whole Instagram.
If you was on Instagram for, let's say, 4 hours a day, what are the posts that stand out to you? You probably couldn't even remember.
None.
You can't remember none of them. That's retention editing. There's no substance in the editing. That's what I be saying as a video editor. When people send me stuff, I be like, I know you want me to look good, but nobody's going to remember this. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you think of certain stuff that you actually remember, it's a dynamic to it. It's a narration to it. It's a story to it, and you learn something from it, even if it's only 60 seconds. A lot of times people look at sports highlight reels. Where it's people working out and it's a bunch of flashing lights and overlays and static shocks and stuff like that. And you look at it and be like, oh, that was cool. And you just keep scrolling. You may like it. Oh, may comment, dope, keep scrolling. But it's like, there's no purpose. It's a reason why people like Wallow is thriving, because his content has a message, even though he's shooting on his phone.
Okay.
Whereas though you look at somebody else that do a lot of retention editing, it's like nobody really cares.
I don't think about it again. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so I just be on Facebook now, like, maybe because it's different style of editing or something. It's like more
context to it.
Yeah, it's like they can write more. It's like, I don't know, I just see it more. So I'm like, I'm heavy Facebook groups. I'm heavy I don't even know, like, because now that Facebook has a system and an algorithm to where I don't even just see my friends' feed anymore. It is like they see what I'm liking and they'll just suggest stuff to you. I mean, every social does that, but now I've noticed that I'm like, okay, they're suggesting this, that, and third. It's like, and I noticed it's like, I did just like this, and that. Like, so whatever. But I had seen this girl posted and was like, she be posting stuff from TikTok and she just like basically update like a lot of TikTok stuff and whatever. But it was this dude on there, he's 26 and he has 7 kids already. What? 26 with 7 kids.
That's intentional.
I think it's just retarded. 7 kids, ages 6, 4, 3, 2, and 2. I was like,
how many baby moms?
It didn't say.
That's key.
Of course, they can't be the fucking same ones if they was all singles.
6.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be 7.
That's crazy. I mean, he on his Nick Cannon shit. He just trying to spare his seed. He's trying to just spit his offspring out.
Guess what? And I don't agree with what Nick Cannon is doing either, because nigga, you making broken homes. At the end of the day,
making broken homes. Money
I don't care.
Homes.
Yeah, I was
even
like,
though money, I always say money is a top 3 on an importance level. It's top 3: God, family, friends, money. There's nothing more important than that. I get that, but being present and teaching your kids about life from a male's perspective is very important. I think that a lot of people don't get that because you don't really realize that until you're in your mid-20s, 30s. That it's like, goddamn, I'm dealing with this because I never learned this from somebody. But it's something that a woman can't teach you.
I think I would say, even if it doesn't matter which parent it is, it's like, if I'm only around for a little bit of time, like, for example, it's like with the Nick Cannon shit, you see when he said for Father's Day, it was like, oh, I'm trying to get all my kids together so they can all meet each other and give me gifts and stuff like that. And it's like, the fact you have to get them like in multiple women, multiple different shit, multiple kids and stuff like that. It's like, why did you do that?
So like, what if, to play devil's advocate, what if you're career driven? So what if I'm making, from experience, your dad worked a lot. Maybe not in your life, but with your younger siblings, it's like, I'm going Monday through Friday. not really there. I do what I can on the weekends, but my job consists of Monday through Friday to making sure y'all have the lives that you have. Is that still being absent? Because it's not even like I'm coming home from work and catching up with home. It's like literally I'm flying away Monday. I will fly back Friday evening. I will be here Saturday. Sunday, I'll be preparing to fly again back Monday. Was that really a detriment to the child's life?
Didn't think about it like that.
It's a different perspective.
Didn't think about it like that because they were in the house together. It's like he's,
True.
you know what I'm saying? I think it'd be different if like, okay, let's say these two kids is here. He flies back to this home, but then he has another kids over here and other kids over here. It's like, you're not spreading yourself as thin.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, I don't know, like at the times, like I lived with him at a point when he was doing that. It was like, I was a little older. I'm like 16, but I didn't think, oh, my dad's not around, like, or whatever the case. It was like, he's at work or whatever.
I think that it's important for the baby mom or wife to let the kids know why he's not around too. Because for the early part of Jordan life, I wasn't around because I worked so much. Even though I'm still involved with her as much as I can, I could imagine that when you tell your kids that, oh, daddy's at work, it's showing a different level of work ethic. So now it's kind of like once your kids grow up and get into the work field, they have that in their mind like, dang, this was dad was going and leaving and being going away for so much. It's like, man, dad was really working his ass off. Dad was really working hard.
And I think that it's just different when you hear that your parent is at work rather than he just ain't here.
True. That's why I say it's the reason.
Yeah. So it's like, maybe that's why I'm thinking it's like my dad wasn't absent. It was like he was at work or whatever. It's like that's a necessity. You have to go to work and shit like that.
But let's get back on topic. Okay. With the coonery. 26 with 7 kids is crazy. I'm not having 7 kids, period.
Yeah, general. Like
that's a wrap. That's 5. That's 5 away from now. It's 5 more what we already have. That's a wrap.
I mean, I'm the oldest of 7, but 7 spread out between my mom and my dad.
Do you put any blame on the baby mamas though?
Yeah, because what the fuck are y'all doing?
Exactly.
Because what the fuck are you doing? Why are you talking? And it's like, I might get it if you gotta, like, all right, you got 2 6-year-olds. So maybe you might have been playing the both of them. And they both end up pregnant. Okay. So now you have 2 kids. Then when you talk to the ones that he has 2 4-year-olds, it's like, oh, how many kids you got? I got 2 kids. They both 1.5. Oh, sure. Like that already. I'm like, wait, you got 2 baby moms already? Okay, so now you got so now you go to the 3-year-old and it's like, how many kids you got? I got 4 kids. How are they? 6. I don't know. They would be fucking, I don't know.
You might be lying to them.
2 and 3 or whatever the case. It's like, huh?
You might be lying. I might tell a bitch I ain't got no kids.
That's crazy. They're gonna find out.
Why you gonna find out? I'm a deadbeat. It's like I ain't got no kids.
It's like I ain't got no kids. No, that's craziness. That's insane.
That definitely is craziness to even
to do it. It's like they're gonna see you, and it's like they were supposed to. I seen it was like a video, and he was like in the mirror, he brushing his teeth, and they like I'm 26 with 7 kids, and they post each kid with and I'm like,
some people just want to spread it. Some people want big families.
That's not a family.
And we're back.
Hey,
7 kids, 26 years old.
Out of pocket. And then the other thing I seen on some coonery shit is it was a salon that was giving out pedicures with Henny. But like, no, not in your cup. Not in your cup. Pouring the Henny on your legs and inside your foot water and stuff.
What?
And I was like, who are you marketing to?
I mean, that sounds like a wild.
Niggas. What?
They got hookah too?
Not do they got hookah.
They got
Niggas. I seen that. I was like, I'm offended.
Your party said.
I'm offended.
Put some Henny on the bar.
I'm offended.
Why are you offended?
Because I'm offended because I know why you're doing it. Henny, probably the only option. You can't pour no wine down my leg. You ain't gonna pour no Casamigos down my leg or nothing.
But at the same time, it's like that's what niggas do. If it's working, I wouldn't be mad at it. I would be more mad if they try to do it and it didn't work.
Man, it was a video. They was doing it, so.
So I look at it like for example, do-rags. Do-rags is only marketed to black people. No other race really, or ethnicity, whatever you want to call it, wears do-rags.
I guess.
So if it works, then it's like, are you mad at the place for doing it, or are you mad at the people for going?
No, okay, do-rags is not the same because that's actually necessary for your hair. Whatever you're trying to get done, like you're trying to get waves or whatever case.
But that's who tries to get waves.
Okay, black people. What does pouring Henny down my leg do?
Black people like it. Black people like it. I'm marketing to black people. It's a reason why.
Y'all, please don't go get the Henny Petty. Please don't go get the Henny Petty.
Do what y'all
It's ghetto. Is not becoming of us. Like,
do they play Sexy Red in there?
They probably do.
If they pouring Henny on your leg and playing Sexy Red, they know what the fuck they doing. And it might be a vibe for niggas. That's all I'm saying.
What makes me upset is that it's not niggas running the salon. So
the culture vultures.
It's like I don't want to say you're doing market research on niggas, but like in a sense, it's like, I mean,
they clone Tyrone.
Yeah. So it's like, I just don't like it.
I get what you're saying because, black people, we always build stuff from the ground up and we build it from the muscle. So you don't like when white people or any other ethnicity come in and try to culture vulture and steal our shit. Like, just let us have our shit the way we let y'all have y'all.
I don't want black people to pour Henny down their legs. I don't care what salon it is. Stop it. I don't care.
How I feel about that.
No. Why are you doing?
I think it depends if the girl's ugly or not. If it's a baddie and they're getting Henny poured on her leg and it's a vibe, they playing music, we outside, it's the summertime. I don't know how I feel about that. I might be like, yo, what's good? What's popping? I might play the let out.
I don't know how I feel about you right now, but that you're agreeing with that. Like,
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm starting to learn that people like what they like. I know we want to be, good for society norms and stuff like that and be professional.
Did you push for?
Yeah, it's recording. Be professional and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, are you mad at clubs?
Why do I be mad at clubs?
Because there's certain clubs that market to black people. We witnessed it. We witnessed it when we went into the little speakeasy joint in Philly, and it was like it's all nigga liquors up there.
Don't call them nigga liquors.
It was nigga liquors. There was not no. I
don't think it was no other liquor. I think it was only Henny. I don't remember.
It was other liquors, but it's like Crown Royal.
It was like Crown Royal, Henny, Belvedere.
Yeah, like, Ciroc, all type of stuff. It wasn't no real like. And Drees be teaching me about this liquors and shit like that. It was no Gran Carmino or no high-end type liquor in there for it was all liquor for the niggas. And that shit was jumping. The food was good. It was vibes.
It was lit.
They did have security outside. But I be feeling like we get mad that we like what we like. The only because I be feeling like if it was a black person running the shit, we wouldn't feel that way. But it don't be no black people running the shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though like even taking it to a different industry. When you look at Vlad TV and No Jumper, the only reason why people hate Vlad TV and No Jumper is because they're white. If it was people don't hate Say Cheese, and it's the exact same platform as Vlad TV. It's very similar platforms as Vlad TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know Vlad TV, he get a little snitchy and ask you questionable questions, but it's the same platform, Say Cheese and Vlad TV. Say Cheese gets no backlash for the shit that they put out. He don't get backlash for making Charleston White what he is. Because he's black. So it's not about the content. It's not about the industry. It's not about what we're selling. It's about you don't like white people to do it. Don't, because white people wouldn't let us jump into an industry and market to them. That's what I be saying. When we be talking off mic, I be saying the same shit. That's how I feel. I feel as though Vlad TV and Say Cheese is the exact same thing. Drink Champs and No Jumper is very similar, whether people like it or not. The only difference is Noriega is the face of Drink Champs and Adam 22 is the face of No Jumper. Shannon Sharp could be even compared to goddamn No Jumper at this point, as messy as he get. But it's because it's not, you can't call it a culture version because it is his culture. He's black. That's what I be thinking. I be thinking if I don't know, a public figure in the black community decided to open a nail bar like that, people may think it's lit. People may go support. If JT or one of them,
even they doing a nigga shit, pouring Henny down your leg and stuff.
Yeah, they did that. They were like, that's a vibe. That's cool.
That's a vibe.
It's cool. They got music playing. It's people over here drinking hookah. It's people getting Henny poured down their leg, getting their feet done, this or that. Oh, that's a vibe. But when you see a Chinese person running it, it's like, man, fuck them. What they doing in our culture? I'm not mad at the industry. It'd be more so mad at the person at the top.
Okay, I can see that only because it's like, okay, I guess I can if I opened a sushi bar, they might be a little upset with me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I know how to make sushi too.
Problem is, they might not even let you do it.
not let me.
They might not let you do it. They're going to make it really tough. That's the problem with our culture, is that we let people just jump into this shit.
We invite them to any cookout.
We invite them to the cookout. Whereas though them, they going, listen, go talk to the city council. You need permits. You need this, that, and the third. You need approval from this person. Matter of fact, motherfucker, you may go need to talk to the mayor if you want to open this shit on this street. We ain't just gonna let you just open up shop and just do this. You know what I'm saying? I say the same thing with podcasts. How we just like the bigger podcasts in our demographic, like Shaq, Pat Bev, like these podcasts, it's like they co-host. They just decide to have some no-name white person. They just let them into the industry. But when is the last time a big popular white figure introduced a no-name black person into their community? It don't happen. It's never probably going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a thing, but yeah, I don't. No name.
Yeah, not big name.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
because big name is easy. You're using their influence. It's a reason why Skip Bayless go and get Paul Pierce. It's a reason why he go get Stephen A. Smith. It's a reason why you go get these people, because they already got their own motion.
What's wrong with my mind? In my head, I thought Martha Stewart went and got Snoop Dogg. I don't know, honestly. First thing I thought in my head, I was like,
right.
But I was like, he got his own name.
He
so
got his own name.
He ain't go and start cooking with a no-name nigga. Like,
yeah, they go get when they trying to get the black demographic, they go get a nigga that's popular in the black demographic. With us, we don't go get a popular white motherfucker in a white demographic. We go get a no-name motherfucking white person just to be like, oh, we're trying to reach a broader audience. No. I don't know who the fuck Rome was before I seen him with Patrick Beverly, because I watched Patrick Beverly in the NBA. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know who the fuck. I don't even know the name of Shaq co-host, but he's a white dude, and I'm pretty sure people that tune into his show a lot know who he is now. Like I said, off mic, the only people I respect doing that shit is Cam and Mace. They brought up Stat Baby. Listen, now in 10, 20 years, when you see Stat Baby on the court side of NBA games, doing interviews, hosting the finals, all type of shit, it's like, god damn. it's going to happen anyway because y'all them niggas, y'all got the influence. It's going to happen. But it's like, I'm going to be selective with who I pick. Let me get this white guy. It's just kind of crazy. So back to the conversation, I don't be thinking that it's necessarily so the industry, it'd be more so like, man, why y'all carry it like that? Why we let y'all into our fucking culture so easy? Bobby Altoff, I don't give a damn how good she was on TikTok. She has infiltrated our culture because we allowed her to. But when's the last time we allowed a black person that was unnamed or whatever case may be into our culture like that?
Like vice versa. Well,
vice versa. It don't happen. When we go into their culture, we're bringing something. Yeah, Drewski get jump on a white podcast now because he's Drewski. He's huge now. Bubba Dub can jump on The Volume and they platform with Chris Cowherd and stuff like that because he's huge. He's going crazy on social media. It's an incentive. They don't look out for like, oh, he's talented. We're gonna make him a star. We do the same. We do it though. That's the only thing I be saying.
Man, we sound fucking crazy.
We sound crazy. I don't know what it is, but I'm not in that industry. I'm not at that level of celebrity, so I don't know the powers that be that's talking to you like, listen, if you don't do this, you're done. Niggas might be having conversations about that.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows the type of conversation?
Yeah, it's like I can't even rebuttal it because I'm like, I don't know any white people
happen.
who
I
has...
do a lot of research. It don't happen. If you see a black person getting put on by a white person, that black person already
has a name,
have motion in his community and stuff like that. That's the reason you're trying to get the black vote, basically.
Yikes!
But it's not going to happen vice versa. It don't. You could say, oh, Skip Bayless, he put Shannon Sharp on. Shannon Sharp is a Hall of Fame NFL player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paul Pierce was an NBA champion in the NBA and an all-star, superstar. Keyshawn Johnson was a top wide receiver in the league. When you think of his co-host, his black co-host that he had, Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne. Motherfucker, get a black motherfucker that's talented, put him on First Take, and watch him shine.
Absolutely not.
Next thing you know, he's a household name because he's just that good. Put a guy that got the personality like Shannon Sharp, but he's just talented. Maybe he went to mass communications in school. Maybe he went to sports journalism in school. And you like, this guy is the next big thing. Listen, come sit down and talk with me. It's never going to happen.
Damn.
Next thing you know, 10 years from now, it's like, yo, we learned about such and such through Skip Bayless.
We sound conditioned as hell.
It's crazy. Yeah, shit done went sideways, man. Let's get a little bit more lighthearted, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Ashanti.
Pregnant at 43. Ashanti is pregnant at 43. Yay for Ashanti, because I love her. However, the thing that that stuck out for me was that I seen, okay, a lot of my stuff do be based off of stuff I be seeing online. And I seen people debating about whether or not having kids later in life is like cool. Like, oh, you don't have to rush. You don't have to have kids when you're super young. Look, they were saying like Ashanti has, is having a baby at 43, and Janet Jackson had a baby at like 50. Halle Berry had a baby, I don't know, she was like 48, high 40s, high 48 or something like that. And people were saying like, look, they did it and shit like that. And so I guess the question I would pose is like, basically like, what do you think about that? Like having kids later? Because it's like we had kids, we were 23 when we had Jordan. And then I had Cam, we was 29. Yeah, 29. So, and for me, okay, I was thinking to myself was like, okay, they could probably do that, as far as in that, because they got they got money. That, at the end of the day, that's all I really boil it down to. They have money, so they could do that. But I was thinking more so like, I wouldn't want to have a kid that late, only because it's like, right now I'm 33, right?
34 in November.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say my knees don't feel 33. That's why I had to double check. I was like, wait, how old am I? But I just be like sometimes when I'm playing with cameras like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like after a certain age, I'll be feeling like I can't keep up with a young child, like in a way where I'm like, man, I can't imagine if I was, let's say I'm 43 and I'm just having my first kid. I'm like, whoo, I'm tired. Right. I'm tired. It's like, and then let's just say by the time, let's say if Jordan was 10 right now, I'll be 53. 53?
It's crazy. I say wrong. Now, I get finding your mate is hard, but coming from somebody that my pop had me in his 60s and was older.
Ooh, 60s is crazy.
Yeah, it's like I was destined to grow up without a father. You know what I'm saying? I'm destined. It's going to happen. Nigga, you about to die.
Not destined. Leroy.
When I was 12, my pop was 72. Yes. So it was crazy. He was 60 when he had me. So I always look at it like, man, I was just really starting to grow up and stuff like that. And now you gone. Now I'm fatherless for you're not even a deadbeat. You just died off. You know what I'm saying? So I always look at it like, excuse me. I always look at it like, no, I advocate for having kids younger.
You sound like my mom.
You, in hindsight, though, at the time, you outside, you lit, you in the mix. It's different. Why would I have kids right now? When you get older, you start to realize the best times of your life, as far as in being mentally straight, financially straight, stability, is between your 30s and 40s. You don't want no goddamn baby at that time. You want somebody that can sustain their own. Right now, we could up and lead a crib and lead the kids in the crib by yourself.
What you mean? You said between 30s and 40s is when
you hit your stride, as far as in mentally, financially.
So why would you want that? That's the thing is though. That's the only thing is like advocating for having kids when you're not financially prepared. Right.
I don't think you're ever going to be prepared for kids though. It's not about the finances. For one, kids aren't as expensive as people make to believe. When you're in your 20s, right, you're going to be figuring out, I guess life would be harder, but you're going to be figuring out life regardless, whether you're with kids or without kids. Would you rather have your 20s with young kids or really be stable? I guess that you might as well be stable, right?
Yeah.
I didn't really think that through. Or you rather be stable, because it's like moving around in your 20s is different than moving around in your 30s and 40s. When you're in your 30s and 40s, imagine being financially stable, but you really can't lead a crib. You really can't go out and do what you want to do. You got an infant with you. It's a difference. You have more fun in your 30s and 40s than you do in your 20s. Regardless of what people may say, the young people are not going to really get it until they get to that age, because it's in hindsight, shit, you may not even live that long if you're in the hood. But at the same time, I know it's fucked up to say, but shit, I know a lot of people ain't here no more. They ain't make it to 30. But at the same time, it's like right now, I feel like where I'm at mentally, where I'm getting at financially and stability wise, it's like, God damn, I'm glad to have older children right now. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine if we had an infant right now going through those trials and tribulations when we was in our 20s with an infant was a lot. It's always going to be stressful.
I guess you're saying it seems like when you're in your 20s, it's going to be problems regardless.
It's going to be problems regardless because you're in your 20s. You don't know shit. Unless you come from a family of wealth or whatever case may be, you're going to go through problems regardless. The problem of having a kid is not as much harder than the problems you're going to have regardless. But when we were together, before we had a kid, the problems that we had once we had Jordan, what was more stressful? We both, it was very similar stress levels.
I'm about to say, it was similar. You know, what I'll be thinking is that maybe sometimes people be thinking that having a kid young is like being by yourself. Because I think that sometimes that be the part where I'm like, I can't relate a lot to like people have kids when they're young, and then it's like they're not with the baby mom, they're not with the baby dad no more. So then it's like trying to figure that out. Right. So that becomes a whole thing. That's something I'll be like, I'm kind of thankful. I didn't have to really go through that. So it's like, okay, we're saying, oh, it wasn't really much of a big difference. It's like, it was just more so like, oh, well, I mean, we ain't got no money now, and then we got a little bit less. But I mean, not, I don't know. Like you said, it wasn't a huge difference as far as in money or stability. Is like wherever I was going to live, she could live there too. Wherever I was going to do, she could do too. It's like we did end up leaving and moving to Texas just for a little bit more stability, so we didn't have to go through as much. But I'm like, I don't know. Like you said, it's like I kind of be thinking like, dang, a kid right now, like a brand new one.
I'd be sick.
Ooh, a brand new one. I
would be sick more now than when I was sick when it happened at 23. 23 was like when you were young, let's say 18, 25, when you're young, everything is sick to you. You don't really get it. Everything is stressful to you. You don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? Remember when I was stressed out about not getting a job that paid me $10 an hour?
It wasn't even 10.
It wasn't even 10. It was like 9 something.
It wasn't even 9. But this was back in the day. This was like...
What was it? Since you know, what was it?
It was like
8.25.
It was like 8.25. But that was like back... We're in college, so it was like...
It was 18, 19?
Yeah, so...
And I'm like, God damn, I can't work at the casino because this, that, and the third. I'm sick.
Yeah.
It don't really make a difference.
Yeah.
The things that you put on your stress levels, your stress meter, it's going to be the same regardless of what you're going through at that age. I would be tight if I'm financially stable, I'm grown,
I'm out,
and I still can't be outside because I just had a newborn. Like right now, we just getting to the point where we can leave the crib, just tell the kids, listen, lock the door, we'll be back. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with an infant. It's like you literally have to sit down. My point is, grown and sexy clubs are a lot better than teenage clubs. Grown and sexy clubs was a lot better than Starlight when we was in high school into that shit. It's a lot better. It's a lot more mature. It's a lot better experience. You're not going to be able to go. You're going to have to sit down. So if you're going to pick one out of the two to miss, in hindsight, I'm picking that teenage shit. I could have lived without
that.
I could have lived without college parties.
I enjoyed that.
You enjoyed the teenage shit? You was outside, huh?
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, but it was just a time. It was
so that was better to you than like going on a cruise, traveling for vacation.
No. That's
the whole thing I'm talking about. Like right now, in 5 years, we'll be able to be like, all right, we're going to Miami for the weekend. Holla at y'all. As adults. You feel what I'm saying? As adults. Jordan will be a teenager. This is that. We'll be back on Sunday. We're going to Vegas. We're going to London. Parents are out because they got it like that. We outside. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think that a lot of people are going to argue. It's a lot of points you can argue with this, right? Because it could be like, all right, well, if I'm older and I'm financially stable, I can get a babysitter. I could do X, Y, and Z.
See, like, that's the thing. I don't like people around my kids.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. I was like, I don't typically like just leaving my kids like that for a long time. My mom be asking to take the kids. She lives in Delaware. I'm in Texas right now. It's like, no. She's literally like, you can leave them here, whatever. I'm like, what if I don't come back for a month? She like, have a nice life. I'm like,
I might have my shot at being a deadbeat.
No.
Drop the ass over the mom.
Try it, right?
Stop answering the phone.
Just like, just leave me alone. All right.
Yo, my family don't give me 3 hours to be a deadbeat. They're like, come get your kids.
My kids not even bad.
They come get your kids. Listen, where you at? What you doing?
Yo,
You said 8:00. It's 8:30. Where you at?
And then I think that like they said as a kid, like it is hard because I be thinking like my mom was a teen mom, so it was like I don't know because then she says too now in hindsight like, well now she's just about to turn 50,
right?
And she's like, oh wow, I love it. I'm loving life right now.
Still in her prime.
She's loving life.
Just imagine the past 10 years. Like I'm loving life.
Like she doesn't
I'm driving a nice ass car. I'm traveling when I want. I'm just up and out. I probably ain't even got to tell your little brother that stay with her. I don't got to tell him I'm leaving.
She's just out gone.
And I'm gone.
And now it's
that's my perspective in hindsight.
I guess that's what she was saying. She was like, it was tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as in just being a young mother, like, and stuff like that.
I be feeling like it's going to be tough regardless.
But she's like, it worked out for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now my kids is grown. I don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, a young child being at the house and stuff like that. And now she's like kind of said, like, hit her stride of like, I got my money up, all the type of stuff now.
And you still have kids. You have that companionship that you want. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody, I think, will love kids. Unless your kids is just demons. But everybody will love kids. Yeah. So it's best to have that when you're at your stride and they can be self-sufficient. That's the best route to me.
Yeah, because she one of my little friends now.
Jordan?
No, my mom.
Oh, your mom? Exactly.
As much as it was like, I ain't one of your little friends.
Just think of y'all relationship. Just think of the relationship you have with your daughter now. It's like, no, you wouldn't have that relationship. You'd be old, tired, all type of stuff.
Right.
Wouldn't be able to pick her up. Wouldn't be able to go to the playground and play with them and stuff like that. It would be a totally different dynamic with you and your kid. It's a totally different dynamic with me and Cam, as far as him wanting to race me, take him to the playground, pick him up.
You want to fight.
You want to fight, do all this type of stuff. If I was just old, because I experienced that. My dad was old. I don't ever remember my dad picking me up.
Like,
my dad never hooped with me. He never took a jump shot with me. He was old. You know what I'm saying? He never, we never went to the trampoline park. That's dead. He's old. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that I never experienced that molded me into the person that I am today because he was older. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And it go from both sides. He probably wanted to do it, but it's like, man, look, I can't even pick you up. I want to right now. I want to take you to the court and hoop with you, but I can't even rebound for you. My knees is bad.
That's what I'll be thinking more so. It's like when I be thinking about younger or older, I'll be like, man, older, I don't think I'll have the energy. Like, I just think about what I was doing with Jordan. Like, when I look back at older pictures, I'm like, the stuff I was doing with Jordan is we're going to the pool, we doing this, we doing that, and just random things. It's like, I don't feel like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be feeling I'm getting drank right now.
Imagine, matter of fact, you said she's 43. Imagine that's 10 years from now.
10, damn.
Having Jordan for the first time.
That's what I'm saying. Then by the time she's 10, I'm 53.
Exactly.
It's like,
I mean, listen, whatever works for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
if you gotta, you know what I mean? If that's the way your cards was dealt.
That's why.
Because her cards is different. She found the love of her life in Nelly and having kids. So chances are she probably, if she did have kids at a younger age, it probably would have been with Nelly too. But if she would have had kids at a younger age, she probably wouldn't be with that person if Nelly is the love of your life.
Nelly has kids. He has older kids.
Yeah.
So then it's like, dang, he has kids and shit like that. So he's already experienced having kids younger. Now he's a little older. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, it's always going to be an argument for both. Because it's just like, you're younger and you broke, and I mean, you got the energy. I'm
going for older. Have kids. Younger.
I mean, younger.
Younger. I'm going for younger. Have kids around between 22 and 25. I mean, 20 and 25.
That's so young.
The only reason it's not 20 is if you're going to school. If you're going to school, focus on school. But if you're not, just have your kids, bro.
I guess you still have to find a person too, though. I guess that's the part
that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. That's harder than having kids. Having kids is easy. We might have kids tonight. Having kids is easy. Finding the right person to have kids.
Yeah.
It's the conversation.
It's like, as far as just have the kids. It's like, I mean,
a lot of people don't even factor into genetics. Like you may have kids into a family of bums. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just think about it like this. When we look at our kids, we see genetic traits from your side of family, from my side of family. Like, people do not think about that when they fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about that at all. You learn about that once you like, God damn, you act just like such and such.
Right.
You act, and not me. I'm like, damn, you act like Gambler, act just like your little brother. You know what I'm saying? You see the traits in it. So yeah, people don't think about that at all. I mean, that's life, man. What we got next? Remy Ma son.
Actually, I was going to go to what we got next is I wanted to do the Brian McKnight shit, him shading his fucking kids, because we just passed Father's Day. Okay. And he shaded his kids. So do you know about the Brian McKnight?
No, break it down to me.
Okay. So Brian McKnight has kids. I didn't do my research on how many, but he has a couple of kids with his first wife. Or, yes, I think it's his wife. Right? But he disowns them. He does not claim them at all. And he kind of acts like they're just like, kind of like non-existent. Even though one of them is Brian McKnight Jr. Like, literally. And so, let me see. He shaded them on Father's Day. And he constantly does this, which makes me feel like, are you, why do you, if you don't want to be around them or anything, why even keep bringing it up? Like, it's just a very weird dynamic, because I'm like, well, dang,
like, looking back at it from my own personal perspective, I wonder if my dad ever shaded his kids from his first marriage.
I forgot that.
I have a brother that's 60 plus. So my dad actually had kids when he was young and when he was old.
Leroy.
Well, my sister told me, oh yeah, your brother just got out. I'm like, got out for what? He did 30 years. What brother? What are you talking about? I don't have a brother. I have 4 sisters. What brother? Oh yeah, he had a wife before. He got divorced.
It's like you did say he was 60, so it was like he did have a whole life.
30 years before he had me. Never. I thought my mom having. I mean, but I was young, so I don't know if he probably did bring him up or probably did talk to him. How the fuck would I know? Because I'm young as hell. But at the same time, shit.
Yeah, so he has kids with his first wife, and he basically acts like they don't exist. And he posted up.
He act like they don't exist, but he acknowledges them.
He acknowledges them, but to shade them, but like to slightly shade them. Whereas like, so he's with a new wife. He had another baby. He changed his name. Brian McKnight changed his name to like he changed like his middle name or something. So it's like, if his name was Brian Lee McKnight, his name is now Brian Michael McKnight, so that he can name his new son a junior.
Wow.
So then on Father's Day, he wrote like this thing. But at the end, what caught me was that he said, "Thank you, my love, for giving me the gift of fatherhood."
Hey, yo.
You're already a father. And she has kids, and he claims them. Like, he claims them and say them as his kids and stuff like that. And he acts like the other ones, like, I don't know. He basically think that because they was like, I don't know, maybe they were out of wedlock or something. But stay the fuck away from me.
You think it's the shade of baby mom?
I don't know, because I just think that's so fucking weird.
It's fucking nuts. Like,
it doesn't matter if you're cool with the baby mom or not.
For because you mad at the mom.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, whether you cool with the mom or not, it's like, you gonna shade your children? Like, they're your kids. Like, but literally, he just act like they don't exist. So I just was thinking, like, could you ever do that? Like, just, because no. I remember, like, I'm watching Joe Budden, and he was like, man, maybe the first set of kids is fucked up. Maybe he don't fuck with them. Like, you don't know. Maybe they did something. I'm like, nah, like, they kid, like, even though they're a little, they're like grown now. Like,
what?
Exactly.
What would make you not
claim your kids?
Me not love you?
Like, let's say we break up, and now you got a whole new girl. She got kids, and y'all have a new kid, and you just fuck them. I got a new family now. That's basically what he did.
Crazy because what was that TV show we watched on Amazon? Was it Riches? What is it called?
What, the black family?
The black family?
The dad died?
Yeah, and dad died. And
what happened with that?
He left all the money to the kids he disowned.
Oh, yeah.
That was the whole thing. He disowned the whole fucking family in America and built this whole empire in, I think, London. But when he died, he left everything to the family in America.
Dang. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was kind of fucking crazy.
That was a good show, and then it ended.
Black. It was a black show.
Come on, I hate when they do that.
It was a black show.
Anyway, but yeah, I was just thinking, like, how do you fucking just disown your fucking kids and shit like that? Like, what would make you be like...
A lot of times what happens is when you're not around in a child's life, your perspective gets made by the baby mom. So whatever she say you is, that's what you are. And that's how I look at you. So if the mom is in the house and she's upset and she's stressed out and shit like that, and it's a piece of shit ass motherfucker, then you a piece of shit motherfucker. I seen Gary Owens on Club Shay Shay and it was like, it's my fault for me not building that unbreakable bond with my kids to where no one can speak bad about. I know my dad. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time, if you disown your kids, it's probably because they were talking shit about you, they don't fuck with you, whatever the case may be. But that's still on you for not cultivating that relationship.
Right.
So whether they like you or you don't like them, it's your fault. At all times. It's going to be your fault. One of the main reasons why you would do that to your kids is shit, they probably always talk shit about you. They probably always think you ain't shit. They probably think you a deadbeat. When you call, you probably like, man, what the fuck this nigga want? And say it to you. They probably don't respect you. All type of stuff that will make you disown your kids, but that's your fault because you didn't cultivate that damn relationship.
I just think he mentally ill.
That could be it too. It's a lot of mentally.
Because the way he be like carrying it is like to say, thank you for giving me the gift of fatherhood. Why? And he put it in caps. Like he writing the whole thing, he puts that in caps. Like you're being shady and you're being weird right now by acting like you don't already have kids and everybody knows you do. It's like, what about your other kids? It's like, and then people will talk about like, are we going to cancel Brian McKnight? Are we going to cancel him? Like he do got some classics. And I'm just like,
I would cancel him as a dad.
Yeah, it's like I can't look at him.
I don't get into that deadbeat shit.
You know, it's like he's supposed to be touring right now, and it's like people are purposely not buying his tickets so that they, like the shows get canceled and shit like that. And they like, oh yeah, they said, oh, Brian McKnight, yeah, we're not going to that. And they were showing like shows that are like upcoming and they're like literally barely seat sold. And I was like, dang. I guess people was really taking that serious. Like, you can't be doing that to your kids. Like, is you okay? Like, so now I'm like, ugh. But he said, one, you're like a dream come true. That's my jam. Why is all of the classics, they're all being tarnished? They're all being tarnished.
It's a crazy take. But I think to have that level of talent, you have to be somewhat mentally ill. That's how I be believing. That's what I believe. I believe all the top musicians, basketball, you have to be some type of psychotic. Kobe said this before. Like, you have to have something wrong with you, basically. It's kind of like where recently studies showed out that like the high functioning autism people are the people that's like very successful because they can lock in and focus on stuff. I feel like Diddy throwed. I feel like Michael Jackson was throwed. I feel like Chris Brown throwed. Like, you have to take your mind. You have to be mentally not normal to be that type of good.
So all in all, Brian McKnight is a piece of shit.
And he's throwed.
Because the fuck. Now, just to round it out, because I feel like we did a lot of parent talk, I just want to round out with some entertainment, some lighthearted entertainment.
Let's get it.
Only because Meg is on tour and I missed it.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
I fuck with Megan Thee Stallion.
You better say you fuck her. Oh my gosh.
That's what you're thinking. You want to fuck her, don't you?
No.
You like, if I had to go to the other side for a day, Megan would be doing.
No, actually, I didn't miss it yet, but I'm going to miss it. It's June 26th. I'm gonna try to play Let Out something like Jesus Christ.
Playing the Let Out is underrated.
Like I'm not gonna see her though. Like
how much are the tickets?
It's like one something. It's not crazy.
I might scrape that up for you.
$137 a ticket.
But you don't want to go by yourself though, right?
Right. So then all together it's a $281. But then
with two people
after tax, then after tax it was like $300. And I'm like,
why don't you get one of your homegirls? I'll pay for your ticket. Because then you could book. You're lame.
My homegirl is in Atlanta.
You're a squid. The reason why I say that is because you got the video of before she blew up when you did the meet and greet with her.
Yeah.
So that'd be a dope like little content piece. Like, damn.
Maybe I'll play the shit where they be like, oh, if you wait till the last minute, you might be able to get a ticket.
True.
Maybe I'll just stay off and I'll be like this.
I don't know, because we in Texas.
Any tickets?
Them tickets is going to be sold out. We in Texas.
Actually, I think they were sold. It's next Wednesday.
If you did that
I think they were sold out. And now they on like resale platforms. I'm just like,
if you did that shit in Idaho or something, maybe, but not where she from. She from Texas.
Is she from Houston?
But she's from Texas. The whole Texas is dry for her. But I fuck with Megan.
I love Megan. It's like Megan, Cardi, and all of them. It's like
right. I fuck with
Megan Glow. Oh, it's Megan and Glow, but then Cardi be coming out and shit.
I don't like Glow as much. I like Sexy Red more than Glow. Not because of the content they put out, but I think that sometimes it's not as authentic as Sexy Red.
I don't think
I could be wrong. That could be, PR training. That could be maturity. There could be a lot of things that happen as to why I'd be like, that's not how you really.
Yeah, only because I didn't watch the Shay Shay interview with Glow, but I did see a couple of clips and I was like, she grew up not, I'm gonna say a good household, but like going to church, and her middle name is Hallelujah. So,
like real middle name?
Yes. Like you in the song when Megan was like, change glow like Hallelujah. That's what, like glow. That's what.
Okay. Now, I know you. Now I want to meet her parents.
So
they need to come on the parent track just to answer that question.
Like, what you?
How the fuck did you name her middle name?
Love the Lord. So that's why when I hear that type of stuff, I'm like, oh wow.
So now it's like your middle name was Hallelujah. Your parents love the Lord, but you rap about what you rap about.
Stop a little pussy hole with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow. Like, my middle name Hallelujah.
Yo, you can't make this shit up, man.
I can make my throat stretch.
I like that line. You want to get into the Remy Ma shit?
What do you want?
Yeah,
I was okay. Remy Ma.
You're good at introducing the topic, so
okay.
Let you take it away. I mean, you wrote. No, you did.
Remy Ma's son. Okay, I didn't. Let me get all the way into this topic because I only glanced at it and I was just like, Okay, so it's breaking news. This came out yesterday, but anyway, it says that breaking news: law enforcement and multiple police sources confirm that Jason Scott, son of Remy Ma, and 22-year-old Richard something, I can't pronounce it, have each been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Weapon possession and reckless endangerment in the 2021 murder of 47-year-old Darius. What are these last names? Gillabo? But I wrote this only because it's like I've seen a lot of people just kind of talking about like, well, like kind of Remy Ma's past and basically associating it to like, well, I mean, kind of like how you grew up and your mom was in jail for X amount of time and like basically were you destined for this type of life and shit like that? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's like she came home and she was doing good. So it's like,
what's doing good though? Doing good.
Or is it already too late?
doing good to the public eye. But I think that
there we go.
Here we go.
There's some kids go in the background. He probably about to pick his head around the corner.
That's him.
I don't see him.
I don't see him.
Anyway.
But I think that when it comes to kids, how old is he?
22.
When it comes to kids going to jail that young,
or
a lot of times it be the environment. I was a person that not blame Gilly for his son passing away, but you was partially responsible for that.
Oh, that's heavy. Why would you say that?
Because you shouldn't be in that environment.
But that's what I'm saying. As far as in, like, people saying, well, like, oh, Remy did this, and then you're saying, well, Gilly, why was you over? It's like, kids sometimes just find their way back to trouble. It's like you could try to pull them out of something, but they just still go back and do whatever they feel like doing. It's like the same situation where it's like our friend is like, you might come, you all the way out of your comfort zone, like you're not from here at all, but then you're still looking for the trouble. So sometimes I feel like, man, sometimes it's like kids get into a, I don't know, not a cycle, but a cycle in a sense where it's like, oh, damn, what we doing out here? Like
murder, though?
I know murder crazy, though.
Murder, though? Murder and being killed is like, I'll be looking at like, you know how your kids could fall victims to the streets. You got to do everything in your power to separate from them. Now, if they just go outside and get into some shit, it still is attributed to how you was raised. Because I said the same thing.
That's what people were saying about
when we talked about off mic when I was talking about your little brother. I was like, your little brother is not killing nobody. Nor is he being killed unless it's a car accident or some shit like that.
Like it's not gonna be like
that environment.
He
never was. He don't feel comfortable in those environments. It's kids like that. Jordan and Cam is going to be the same way. They don't feel comfortable in those type of environments. And what's crazy is because, all right, I'm going to take you back to my childhood when my mom told me that I couldn't hang with certain people. I found a way to hang with those people, though, because they were my friends.
But you see what I'm saying?
Middle school. But listen, if my mom forced that on me, I would not have hung with them. My mom told me, oh, you can't hang with them. Listen, she didn't try hard, though. I might have to cut this out. I don't want to talk about my mom like that. But if you would have tried hard to like, you're not kicking it with them. At some point in time, you run the household. When your mom told you couldn't go over Precious' crib.
Right.
As much as you wanted to go over there, if she really laid down law and enforced that, shit, we can't be friends no more. That's just how that shit go.
Like she told me
when you say it once, oh, don't go around there, you can't do this. It's kind of like, okay, I still might try, I still might sneak out and do it. But it's like, no, if I catch you out there and I snatch your ass up and take this from you and do this and that and third, damn, they not my friends no more. I don't. When that guy got shot right next to me, when I was younger, my mom moved. She moved away. You know what I'm saying? We're moving somewhere else. You can't go around it no more. I still try to reach out to the homies on social media. I still try to pop out, but it was extremely hard for me as a kid to kick with y'all. Like I had to really go out my way. That's the way my mom made it for her efforts to keep me away from the streets. To where it's like, man, this shit it's become like I'm going way out of my fucking way just to kick it with y'all. Like maybe I should just need to find some new friends. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I don't go to the same school as y'all no more. I live on the other side of town.
Right.
I'm young. I ain't got no phone. I think MySpace wasn't even out yet. So it's to the point where it's like, shit, this shit is a wrap. For I need to find new friends. That's just what it is. So most of the time, it is in the parents' control. A lot of the times, it be parents that don't really want to change their environment too much, not knowing that you keep your kids around that area. You know how many people wouldn't move away to Texas like we did?
I be thinking that, like, as far as, and sometimes I say that with like some of my family members. I be like, wow, I can't imagine raising my kids in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I know what it's like out there and shit like that. And it's like, even if I personally am not engaging with that type of stuff, it's like, it doesn't take a lot to just walk outside and be around it and stuff like that. That's why I was like, I remember when my mom moved into Delaware, even though Delaware is a hop and skip away, it's going to be hard for me personally as a kid to get back to my friends over there. And it's like, you know, not that it's like as a kid, I'm like, well, we're not really doing nothing, but she probably just see future. It's like, these girls is fast. They like this. There's these niggas standing outside in the front of our house. I gotta fucking threaten them to like move from in front of my crib. Y'all don't be standing here and shit like that. It's like, I don't want my kids around that. So fuck all this shit. We're going to Delaware. At the time, I was tight. Like, so tight that it was like I went and lived with my dad and stuff like that. Even though now that I went and finally live with my dad, he's living in Pottstown. I'm trying to go to Gratz, and he's like he made it difficult for me. He's like, well, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to take the bus all this.
If you're gonna fuck your life up, it's gonna be difficult.
It's gonna be difficult.
I'm not gonna make it easy.
Yeah. Then I was like, I don't care. I'll do it. He was like, no. It was just like, damn. It's like, I thought it was some hope. It was just like, you don't even know what you're asking for right now.
Right.
So it's like, so at the time, it's like, I thought it was being just like, y'all lame, y'all corny, y'all just, why are we living all the way over here and stuff like that? All my friends is over here. It's fun over here. I'm in this school. I can't fucking walk nowhere. There's no corner stores. I can't get into anywhere unless I have a car.
What the fuck you need? Go sit down, read a book.
And I'm just like, the thing is, I was still when I was at Philly, I feel like I'm a good kid. I was straight an honor roll student.
You wouldn't have been a good kid.
I read a lot and stuff like that. I remember getting teased just for like bringing books to sleepovers and stuff like that. It was like, I was a good kid, but
you would have been at Gratz when I was at Gratz.
I know. That's why I was cracking up. When I be like, I was really trying my damnness to get over there. Like, please, I want to go back to the city. It was like, no. But that's just a testament to just like, I mean, yeah, you can't make it hard for your kids to get into issues and stuff like that. Right. So when people are getting on Remy Ma, getting on parents and shit like that for like, well, shit, how's your kids over there? Like, how's they doing this and doing that? It's like, why are you that close? Like a lot of people say that with Gilly. It was like, why are you even over there? Why do you still live close to the city? Period.
That's the only thing. I'm like, man, I see Noriega with Drink Champs. That nigga moved to Florida. I'm not staying in New York. It's dead.
I think the thing is,
over there.
There's always like, even as like,
my
for
kids
example,
is going to private school.
For example, we moved to Texas. There's still places out here that you can go to and get into issues and get into trouble. But I feel like wherever you're from, you have to move away from there because that's your comfort zone. I'm not going to come out here and really move the same way I was moving back home because I don't fucking know these niggas. Right. I don't know these people. I don't know these girls. I don't know these guys.
You might catch me out on Area Ave at 1 o'clock in the morning.
But you're not going to catch me in fucking Oak Cliff at 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know these people and stuff like that. So I'm not really comfortable doing that type of stuff. It's like, but like I said, it's like, yeah, when I went back home, it was like, I don't mind walking down Broad Street and doing X, Y, and Z. And, oh, yeah, take the bus over here until it fucking stop running and all that. I don't care. It's like, oh, the bus stop running. Let's take the sub. Let's do this. I just like, I didn't care, not really knowing like the dangers and
facts. I walked from South Street to Area Ave before because the buses stopped running. It was South Street.
That's crazy.
Of those late nights.
That's crazy.
We out kicking it and shit like that. What we said to ourselves is like, we're gonna walk to the next bus stop because you know the bus stop is every block. Yeah, we're gonna walk to the next bus stop until the bus comes. Us being young, we was in high school. Us being young, the bus never came.
But I say, what the hell?
And we just ended up back walking all the way. Just like we just ended up walking all the way the fuck back home.
Ended up back home where you like, let's just walk until the bus show up.
This shit took about 3-4 hours. But when you walking, mind you, we talking.
It passed so fast.
Yeah,
like,
it passed so fast. I want to say we had drinks and shit like that in high school. So we just walking, boom, boom. We walking all the way up North Philly, just bidding and shit like that. And it's like, God damn, we at Huntington Park now.
Like, damn, we almost at the crib. Like,
the bus never came. We stayed on route to the whole shit. The bus never came. It's like, damn, they stopped coming and shit.
They stopped for sure.
We for sure thought we was just gonna get on the bus and eventually,
like, it was just gonna catch us, like
everywhere. So we went past CCB Moore, Susquehanna, York Street, all the way the fuck up. But that goes to say that that was the environment we was in.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do that shit if I lived
out here
in a certain area and shit like that.
Like an area I'm not familiar with.
Now imagine if we would have got killed or some shit like that on York Street. Niggas not or thinking we was somebody else than who we was. Mistaken identity.
Was it you that was telling me about the time where like you seen somebody and they thought you was somebody else? You was walking down the street and you was like, they seen us and then it was like looking at us where I think that might have been you or it might have been Prash. But then it was like, why are they fucking looking at us like that? And then you cross the street and then the niggas was like, kinda.
That happened to me when I was riding my bike. They didn't mistake us and think we were somebody else. They didn't know who we were. They tried to steal our bikes. We was driving past the apartments by West Philly High. And we're just riding. I don't know where we was even going to. You know niggas just riding their bikes anywhere. We had mongooses with pegs, all type of shit. And like 3 niggas run into the middle of the street, like, give me their bikes and shit like that, and try to take our bikes. But then was like, oh, it's just y'all niggas, man. If y'all don't get the hell from around here and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Let us go and shit.
That's crazy.
Because we went to West High.
Yeah.
So we dropped. It's like, man, I didn't even know that was y'all. I thought y'all were just some random people like
exactly. No, you see what I'm saying? It's like, that's the type of shit where I'm like, you know that type of stuff happened in Philly. Would you go move back over there and shit like that? It's like, no. Right. So that's why it's like, I could understand people's perspective on saying the shit with Gilly. And now the shit with Remy Ma is like, them saying like, well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where she live. I don't know where they live at right now or nothing like that. But they're just talking about her past and how like she was living and shit like that.
Sometimes it's not about where you at. It's about where you raised. Because the same thing happened to Jag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her son got killed in
That's
Texas.
what I'm saying. It's like, some people, that's what I'm saying. Some people, not saying that that's what he was doing, but some people, they find the issue. They find the trouble and shit like that, where it's like, why was you over there? Why was you doing that?
Right.
Who are these people that you was with that got weapons and drugs and all type of shit? It's like, what the fuck? We moved all the way out here. Like, what is you doing? And shit like that. So that's why I'm like, I didn't look into the whole thing. I was like, I need to look into like this whole genre. Need to, like, it's gonna infect me. But but I just be wanting to know like what's going on. Like, where was he at? Like, what was they doing and shit like that? It's like, she from NY. Like, are they in New York? Did he get arrested over there? I didn't even know nothing about this person that got killed in 2021. It's 2024, and they just getting arrested and shit like that. The shit with Remy Ma.
Oh, wow.
Remy Ma's son got arrested, but it's from a murder that happened in 2021.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, dang,
I thought it was recent. Like,
they just built this. That's why I was like, what the hell? And it's like, no, this person got killed in 2021, and now y'all are linked to it, and y'all got arrested for it. So now that makes me feel like, damn, they research a little bit. You might be really on the hook for this shit. Like, they don't just go. You getting arrested when it just happened, you might get off on it. Like, oh, I ain't enough to do that.
They got the wrong person.
Yeah, but 3 years later, you might have it and shit like that. So that's why I'm like, that's crazy. Your mom went to jail and now you might go to jail and shit like that. It's like, is that like some type of cycle shit? And like, and I remember, I can't say for verbatim what she said, but it was like when she got out, it was just like, man, I missed all these years with my kids and shit like that. So like that, it'd be like, what was going on while you was in jail and shit like that. It's like, you don't know. It's like,
Papoose had them kids in the streets.
Not in the streets, because he, Papoose was a good man, Savannah.
Was he? That's a different topic.
Okay, I was saying because I got a little upset again when I thought about what's going on with her. But yeah, I was just like, dang, that's crazy. Because you know, some kids be like resenting their parents. They go away to jail. They're not around and shit like that. And it's like he was probably. You're a teenager or something when your mom was in jail. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, those are very critical years. So who knows what you was doing, running around, doing X, Y, and Z. And now I think it said the other guy was 22, but he probably in the same age. Mm-hmm. It's like, murder at 22. That's heavy.
Man.
So, yeah.
We got anything else?
Oh, that was kind of, first
That was
episode
about
shit.
it. Oh, sick of the week. Hey, sick of the week. Let's get into sick of the week. This is my sick of the week. Or so sick list. I'm gonna come up with a better name for it. Shannon don't like the name.
Yeah.
My so sick list is. So this is.
I'm about to say, what does this mean? Like,
this means somebody that's sick off of somebody else's success.
Okay.
Like if I had success, let's say Boston Celtics win the championship. Who could possibly be mad about that? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what the premise of sick of the week is. So it's basically a person that's sick who somebody else is doing well or doing something good, working, whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I would be sick. I'm upset. Listen, it's some people out there that if they had success, I would be sick. I have enemies that I'm not friends with everybody.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got one person that better never succeed.
Exactly. If they did pop out with $100 million deal, who would be sick?
I'm speaking out.
Who would be sick about this? So, my person for a sick of the week is Chris Rock. If I am Chris Rock, I am sick from the success of the Bad Boys movie, from the success of Will Smith. He has not been canceled. He slapped the shit out of me, and everybody still loves him. I look at it like, people say, oh, you'll never work in this town again because I have pull. It really shows you how much everybody hates Chris.
Oh, they really hate him.
Because nobody stopped hating Will Smith. A select few, but nobody with real pull. If Chris Rock, really, just imagine if Will Smith slapped the shit out of Adam Sandler. You probably would never see him in the movie again.
I don't know, Adam Sandler. I would think more
Jimmy Kimmel. Just throw names out there.
Yeah, I would think more like a Tom Cruise,
Cruise, whoever. Leonardo DiCaprio,
like
Denzel Washington. If you slap the shit out of any of these figures, regardless, you're not working no more. We just can't do it. That's our guy. Chris is nobody's guy. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he has a #1 hit movie out right now, the fact that the Bad Boys franchise is even still continuing, I would be sick that this guy slapped the shit out of me. No charges was pressed. He got off, and everybody is still working with him. There's a lot of people, just compare this to the Drake Kendrick beef. There's a lot of people that won't work with Drake because they fuck with Kendrick. That's the pull that Kendrick have. And vice versa. There's people that won't work with Kendrick because of the Drake pull. Everybody is willing to work with Will Smith. Will Smith was on every podcast. He was on Nightcap, Breakfast Club. He's on every podcast, every media platform, promoting this movie that he's starring in. Not only did that, he had the Emancipation before that was a successful movie. And this dude just slapped me at the damn Oscars. So nobody fucks with me.
They're like,
nobody's riding for me.
Y'all don't care.
Y'all don't care. Y'all still gonna make this guy rich. I would be sick if I was Chris Rock. I'm not. And he's a film actor, so he's in this world of movies. So it's coming across his timeline. It's coming across his feed. You can't help it because they went on a promo tour. If you follow the Breakfast Club, you've seen Will Smith and how much they love him. You've seen Will Smith in the movie theater, how he was received in the movie theater. Y'all don't like me? That's like if one of your best friends got into somebody slapped the shit out of him, it's like, no, you're being shadow banned, you're being blackballed.
I'm not speaking.
If I have anything to do with it, they're not fucking with you.
Yeah, not at all.
Will Smith, everybody is fucking with Will Smith right now. He's being looked at as one of the greatest actors of all time after he slapped the shit out of me at the Oscars. This is not a rumor of it happened at a club or we got into an altercation and there may be video. No, this was a broadcast. It was everywhere. It was promoted.
He walked up, he said,
and he won the Oscar. Slapped the dog shit out you in front of everybody. Not just this is what happened behind the scenes. People get blackballed for shit that happens behind the scenes. It's like, no, the world knows about this.
For all of that, he might as well just rumble them on the stage.
For all that, you might as well just got your shit off.
You might as well just rumble them.
Because you tried to take the high road and the high road didn't work. You want to know what happened? He's the most successful.
He went higher.
He's the most successful actor of 2024 as of now. This is it's the biggest movie that came out this year. I'm assuming. If not, it's one of the biggest movies that came out this year. So that's my sick of the week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go off the back of that because I wasn't expecting that. Okay, how about another sick of the week? I would think should be is Drake.
Break it down.
That fucking Kendrick shit was yesterday, and I didn't see the whole thing. I was trying to find it. Like, I guess did it go live or something like that?
It was live.
Okay, I was looking for it, but I seen a lot of clips. That shit was jumping. They is singing that shit, and then everybody's upset, right? Because they're singing the shit that Not Like Us shit 5 times in a row. And it was going ham. It's like, y'all are packing this shit out. This shit is because this nigga hate me. And y'all are singing along with the lyrics and everything. It's like, and it's all because, like, it's all predicated on hate towards me, and this arena is packed out. When I seen a couple of niggas dancing on stage, and I was just thinking to myself, like, if I was Drake, I'm like, you too, nigga? You on the stage too, nigga? Like, it was a couple of basketball players. Come on,
Russ was there.
Right.
Russell Westbrook was there.
That's what I seen. I was like, Russell Westbrook on the stage dancing?
DeMar DeRozan. Yeah.
Yo. And that's why I was like, yo, I would be tight. It's like, so you niggas don't fuck. They dapping them during the song and shit, like dancing and shit. They all doing the fucking West Coast dance and shit. I was like, I would be flabbergasted. Like, so do you niggas not fuck with me? Or like, what's the deal? Like, or is it just a cool song for y'all? Y'all on stage though. So that's why I was like, I would be tight. I'll be super sick. Like, okay, when is this going to end? Because it felt like it was ending. Like, as far as in like, okay, you won, all that type of shit. And then he just pop out and like, oh, and I'm doing a drawing on Juneteenth. Yeah, pop out. We doing Ken and Friends, blah, blah, blah. Yo, you're dragging it, right? Crody, you're dragging it.
We shooting a music video this weekend.
Crody, you're dragging it. Like,
come on, Cody.
So that's why I was just like, yo, when I seen Russ, I think that's what really made it like clear. I was like, is that Russell Westbrook? What the hell?
LeBron was there.
LeBron. Yo, my guy.
And it was a bunch of media platforms too. What's the guy name?
The shit was streamed on Amazon, right?
Amazon was there.
Amazon don't fuck with you. They like, hold on. I don't give a fuck what Drake talking about. This shit is lit. For them to say it, then I see a lot of people like, oh, he sung it 5 times in a row. Like, who cares? And I would feel gypped and stuff like that. But he sung other shit. Like, I seen him I watched the whole Euphoria, John. It was like a clip on TikTok. And I was like, I was in the car scene. I'm on my lunch break. I got this shit going. I'm like, this nigga's going in. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm singing it like I ain't heard the song before, but I'm like, look, he's singing it out loud. Like, he's saying this shit like going in and shit, like the cool intro first, and then going. I was like, man, he killing this nigga again all over live. Like, man, when is it going to end for this guy? It's like,
I think it's over.
I don't think it's over. It's literally not ever going to be over for Drake until he wants it to be.
No,
but I
think it's over because this was the perspective that I talked about off camera that I didn't say, is that the way Kendrick is attacking him is that he's chopping his legs off of how he stayed relevant. Drake stayed relevant by latching on to younger artists. How Drake has remained relevant over the years was something different that artists before him never did. Artists before him really didn't embrace the generation after them. When you talk about just anybody, when you talk about Fat Joe, Lil Wayne, whatever it can be, they embraced their people, but they didn't embrace the generation after them. When you see Drake do features with who was it? A Boogie with the Hoodie or Sexy Red. That's his way of staying relevant in the culture. What Kendrick Lamar did damaged his reputation for the culture after. The culture after, like when Jordan my daughter came to me and made a joke about him being a pedophile, I said it's over for him. He's not going to reach that demo. He's not going to reach that demo. He's not going to reach that age bracket because they already have an image of him. So now you're not going to see Drake collaborate with Lele and shit like that. That's where it's going to end from. It may not be now, but when Jordan gets high school, which is in 4 years, and that comes like that, the artists that she's listening to and stuff like that they have an image of Drake in their mind. Because it's all over TikTok, it's all over YouTube, it's all over Roblox, it's all over this is
it's all over Roblox.
This is where I put it at. I planted a seed in the younger generation to look at you a certain way. They already look at him like R. Kelly. Just think about this. Jordan looks at Drake as a lower human being than R. Kelly. She don't know the backstory to R. Kelly.
Yeah.
She's too young. Her backstory of Drake is that he like messing with young girls. That's how he ended him. It may not be now. You may still have our demo and a demo after us. But just think about the demo after Ice Spice. After Sexy Red and them. The demo that's not even probably out yet. That's up and coming. Lele and all these type of people and stuff like that. That's where I was like, when Jordan said that, when Jordan sent you the YouTube clip, it was like, look, I get the joke because he liked dealing with younger girls.
I was
hide
crying.
Your sisters, hide the kids from Drake. That's his
that
image
shit
of
had
him.
Me crying. I'm like,
she knows that more about Drake than his music.
Yeah, I'm about to say she don't even know like his. Like if I show her like I remember it's some song that she knew from a while ago that he did because my aunt was always playing in the salon, so she liked that song, but she don't even probably know that's him.
Right.
If I show her like this is Drake, she like what? Like that's crazy.
Right.
And it's kind of like a scoff, like a.
Right.
Okay, like, okay, whatever.
I ain't listen to that. That dude was weird.
Yeah.
That's the image of
that dude is weird.
Of Drake for ages, 14 and under. And they're coming up right next. So that's where it's going to be like, he's out of here.
Shit.
He's out of here.
Shit.
They ain't going to make it. You have to come with some serious slaps to overcome that. Because my daughter look at you like a weirdo. You like dealing with younger girls and you're 30-something. You're a weirdo. That's how my daughter views him.
A 10-year-old.
A 10-year-old.
And it's like, that's kind of the age when I started listening to like
music. Yeah,
like,
music. So where it's like, I know people's names, I know their lyrics, I know their backstory a little bit. That's why I started paying attention. Kendrick hit that shit right on the head.
He said A minor. They was singing that shit loud as shit.
It's kind of like, just think about it like now, when we look at R. Kelly, if we seen A Boogie with the Hoodie collaborate with R. Kelly, we like, yo, what you on? That's how we gonna look at it.
Right.
That's how they're gonna look at Drake.
Like he can't do it because we like, come on, don't be affiliating with R. Kelly and stuff.
Right.
That's I didn't think of that way.
Yeah, that's how I thought of it. When you told me that Jordan said that and she sent you that, man, hide your sisters, hide your kids. Drake's coming. Like, what? That's how you view Drake? What? Whether it's a lie or not.
Right.
The deed is done.
Oh my God. No, I really was cracking up. Like, how is she sending this to me? Yeah. Like, what? It's like
Drake could be candidate for Sick of the Year. He could be the candidate.